Welcome back to the Bell Ringers podcast, where we talk all things sports,
betting.
and we sprinkle in a little pop culture here and there. My name's Tyler Press.
Ryan McDonald. And see, it sounds like the part we should go, this is the Bell Ringers podcast.
I said welcome to the Bell Ringers podcast.
No, I know, but I don't, it's just in my mind when
Okay.
we say that. No, we're just keep it rolling.
Well,
keep the film rolling.
The last two episodes I went and you said, go like and subscribe.
I know, it's tough now. It's in my mind, I'm thinking,
Welcome back to the Bell Ringers podcast, and this is the Bell Ringers podcast.
And this is 6 a.m. and ABC.
Yeah.
Thinking of like a news reporter. All right, but yes, please like and subscribe on YouTube.
We'll get it right one day. Fucking two years in.
Well, we keep changing it around.
I know.
YouTube.com/The Bell Ringers Pod. Follow us on social media at Bell Ringers Pod, TikTok, Twitter, and Instagram. So today NHL season is done. It's over.
Stanley Cup winners, Florida Panthers.
Yep. NBA's almost done. Thunder win Game 5. Go to Indiana for Game 6 to try and win.
Yeah, we are recording this on Wednesday, so Game 6? Game 6 is going to be on Thursday, right?
Yeah.
And then Game 7 would be on Sunday if the Pacers win tomorrow night.
Which we'll see. And then we have some slight NFL news. The Lakers are selling their team.
The Lakers are selling their team?
MLB, yeah. And I don't know if we could talk about WNBA.
I wanted to.
Some things happened.
I certainly wanted to. I've been thinking about it all day.
It's top of the mind. Starting out with the NFL, Antonio Brown is wanted for attempted murder.
Ooh. Okay. That's not what the news I thought we were going to start. But yeah.
No, but that's a
pretty big one.
We have said we want a diva wide receiver. It's kind of, you get the good with the bad.
Yeah, that's true. He's the ultimate diva wide receiver to a point of
murdering. Almost murdering.
Well, I was going to build up to the murder part, but I was going to say the list of things he did prior with, wasn't he like pulling his dick out in a pool?
Oh, he's just jacking it. Full jacket.
Full jacket.
Full metal jacket.
Full metal jacket. Just walking off on the Raiders, throwing his helmet at like mid-game. Didn't he like leave? Was that the Raiders?
Yep. Took his jersey and everything off. He was naked upper body and just walked out to the tunnel.
Exposing the youth.
Yeah.
Messed up.
Free the nip, Ty. Free the nip. Got to be part of a movement.
I mean, it's funny that he's still just coming up now because his NFL career ended in just a bombing fashion where just you can tell this man's just psyche is crumbling, and now that's all we like. Anytime Antonio Brown comes up, it's either him tweeting at somebody else,
which is pretty funny, but I don't believe it's him.
Yeah.
Don't believe it's him actually.
You don't think he's running that Twitter?
No, not a chance.
Or X? Everything happened.
No. I don't think he is.
That's even more disappointing then, because then there's nothing good coming from him
exactly.
right now. Like that was his saving grace. He's funny on Twitter.
He might put a few things in there, but I don't think he's doing all of them.
Yeah, that's fair.
I think it's a random white kid with one of those poofy haircuts.
I like the Cracker of the Month awards.
Yep.
You ever see them?
It's a good one.
It's a good one.
I think the one time I saw was just a random actual white guy, and he's like, "Thank you so much for this."
It's an honor. He gave it to Shane Gillis at one point. I'm trying to think of who else I've seen him give it to, but yeah. If he's not running the X, then it's just all bad. And yeah, now he's wanted for murder. So does that mean he can't? He's on the run right now. Like they don't know where Antonio Brown is.
I don't know. Let me look into this. I haven't looked at it in
because that's hard to believe that somebody with that recognizable could just be in hiding. And if he is in hiding, I would think it's pretty fair to assume that he actually did murder the person.
Well, no, it wasn't. It was attempted murder. I think it was more just like a gun went off in. I think there was like a meetup
altercation, or
there was like a meetup a while ago where like a gun went off and stuff like that. So I think they're looking at it. Might have came to light that like, all right, so days after authorities in Miami issued a arrest warrant for Antonio Brown, the former NFL star has been traveling in the Middle East. I knew it. I was going to say maybe went to Iran.
That's crazy.
That's wild. Wanted on attempted murder charge stemming from a May 16th dispute at a boxing event hosted by influencer Aiden Ross.
Aiden Ross. You know who that is?
I know who it is. I didn't know that's how you said it.
Oh, okay. Sorry to bring that to you.
Is it Aiden?
Oh, it's 100% Aiden.
But it's spelled Aiden.
Yeah, but Aiden's not a name.
Well, it could be.
It's not. His name is Aiden Ross.
Okay.
How would you spell Aiden?
I never really thought about
it. I'm pretty sure that's the way to spell it.
But I feel like there's supposed to be another A in there.
Another A for you're thinking of Aaron.
No,
Aaron.
I'm not. I'm not saying in the beginning. I'm saying towards the end.
Yeah,
like ADAN maybe.
What do you think? How do you spell
ADAIN?
Aiden. I guess. AID.
Yeah. Or no. Yeah.
That's Aladdin.
Aiden Miller. That's how I think you spell Aiden. There's definitely another. There's.
Does he? What does he? How does he spell it? Is it A?
Adin.
Yeah, he's just a weird way to spell it. I'm pretty confident it's Aiden.
I mean, I'm not saying you're wrong.
Yeah.
I'm just saying it's different.
The AI is
So you can't
throwing it off.
You can't blame me.
I'm not blaming you. I was correcting you.
Well, okay.
Well. Yeah, no, you don't like that, right?
No, I do not.
Oh shit.
Just
Okay.
leave me be. Moving on. The Bengals' first-round pick still is yet to sign, and he could possibly go back in the NFL draft next year.
Really? Who did they
Yeah.
draft?
So, basically, Hendrickson's a replacement.
First
Shamar
receiver.
Stewart, with the 17th overall pick, has not signed his rookie contract because apparently they want to put in their clause where, like, if he gets injured or something like that, or like gets in trouble, like suspended, he like forfeits all of his guaranteed money.
See,
Which is kind of unfair because no other like
rookie
has done that. They've never asked a rookie to do that. So
it's getting, like I said, it's a heated debate about this because I know Saquon's kind of been trying to make a statement about it a lot recently that, like, it's one of the most physical sports. It's ridiculous that we don't have guaranteed money in our contracts. And it literally, that argument alone is what both sides are using. He's like, we're putting our body on the line. We should be given guaranteed money. It's ridiculous that we could lose a lot of money just because we get hurt. And, like, the same exact argument is being made on the other side where they're like, it's the most physical sport. Like, we can't just submit our entire, like, team fund to a guy and then them blow out their knee and then we lose all that money for that. That's why it's not guaranteed money. So, like, it is a funny case where they're both sides are using the same argument and it plays both ways.
And I understand, like, if they get hurt outside of the football field, like, then it's on them.
Yeah, that should be a not guaranteed money. If you get hurt fucking dirt biking or something like that, like, yeah, I can understand. Like, you're going against your job at that point.
And there's even, like, there's some players have contracts that are not allowed to play basketball, not
Yeah.
allowed to drive a motorcycle, different things like that. So that this way it lowers their risk of getting hurt.
What, for some reason, I think that didn't Jalen Hurts have like a no golfing clause or?
No, he went golfing.
I know he went golfing recently, but like for some reason I remember
A no golfing clause would be ridiculous.
I remember players like having that, or like either one of the Eagles didn't golf at the golf outing, but like went and then just didn't play, and like the rumor went around like I think he has like a no golfing clause and is. I thought it was Jalen, but I mean
I just saw a video of him golfing.
So did I, and that's why like when I said it, I'm like I was kind of questioning it, but I'm pretty sure it was Jalen that they were talking that about, but 100% is not the case anymore. If you win a Super Bowl, you can golf.
Yep.
That
There you
was
go.
in the contract.
Why do you think he tried so hard?
Yeah, that's why he's been dominating every Super Bowl he's in. Just been
But, like,
missing.
what they're like, it's more the fact like no one has gotten this before. Like if this was like taking away the guaranteed money is kind of dumb.
Yeah.
And like I get some putting guarantees on like performance based stuff like that.
Yeah.
Which even still is some like, all right, well if you're only gonna play me X amount of plays, you're only gonna throw the ball my way this amount. Like it kind of incentivizes the player to act more like selfishly than just trying to do things to win.
Yeah.
Like you put give a D tackle like a sack initiative. It's like, all right, well that means if I'm getting double teamed, I'm screwed.
Yeah.
So like even though if I get double teamed, I'm helping my like edge line, but like edgeman, like get to the passer easier.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying this is what would happen, but like if I'm like a D tackle or D end and I'm like the main focus and I have a sack clause, like, and they're double teaming me, I'd almost like partially throw in the beginning of the season so they take their double team elsewhere.
Yeah, well, that's what I mean.
Increase my chances to like it's the like selfish mind comes out of giving selfish incentives.
Unless it's like, oh, like you get this amount of money if we make it to this round, this amount, like then it's more like, all right,
or just games played is a fair one. Like,
yeah,
but again, that's still it goes
you could
right
also
back
you
to
could do what
injury.
Russell Wilson and just not playing the last week.
Why?
I'm pretty sure the Broncos did that.
They
took him out
benched him just so he didn't get. Oh, that's fucked up.
But yeah, so I mean, he could go into the next year's NFL draft, and then I think if he would refuse to sign then he would become an undrafted free agent.
Well,
It's either after.
it's not guaranteed that he'd go to the Bengals if he goes into next year's draft. So
Yeah, exactly.
So the
But he
odds
might-
of him.
But he might also not like that place either.
Well, I don't think it's a matter of the place. It's
No,
probably just the
well,
contract.
yeah, no, I didn't mean to say that he didn't like Cincinnati.
But they might offer the same
Yeah.
thing. But like again,
It
it
was-
was just
it was-
bullying this kid. At
It
this
was
point.
just I would just found out the rules along refusing to sign.
Yeah.
But yeah, that'd be kind of cool.
What if we get him?
Yeah, good. Not just kidding. Yeah, so that's really all I got on the NFL.
Incorrect. Jair Alexander
Oh yeah,
gets picked up by the Baltimore Ravens.
Yeah, 1 year, $4 million.
1 year, $4 million contract. Was college teammates with Lamar Jackson, I believe.
Louisville.
Yeah, so cool reunion. Has played less games than Isaiah Rodgers, and Isaiah I think it was a 3-year span, has played less games than Isaiah Rodgers. Isaiah Rodgers was also suspended for an entire season in that 3-year span. So gambling, right? So he's just, again, not knocking the guy. Can't stay on the field. It kind of sucks. Like, when he's healthy, he's a stud. So hopefully, I mean, for the Ravens, he can stay healthy. But I don't love seeing that.
Yeah, because it's like
they have a solid defense already. So that's a huge up if he can stay healthy.
But the Packers, I mean, even just them letting him go, I guess I get on the fact that you said like he hasn't played that much or as much as would like. Mm-hmm. But he's by far their best cornerback. Yeah,
it's a big hit to the Packers, getting nothing in return really for it. So they were a contender, and I think this hurts them, even though he hasn't been playing that much. Yeah. But that's all I had for the NFL. I had to add that.
Moving on to the MLB, I saw a story on what may have caused our down spiral.
Yeah,
the Brewers, right before the Brewers series, Kevin Long's wife, our batting coach, saw a bamboo plant that I'm not sure if she got for Rob Thompson, but it was in Rob Thompson's office, and she goes, "Oh, let me take it home. I'll bring it back to life." We immediately started to suck after that, and then so we went like 1-5, then went on a road trip where we went 1-5, and then on the road trip back, like on the way back, Kevin Long called his wife. He was like, "Kathy, you better get that plant back in Rob Thompson's office now."
So there was a dying bamboo plant in Rob Thompson's office. The hitting coach's wife saw it, said, "Let me take this home and try to bring it back to life."
Yeah, it's all superstitious. I'm not saying it actually caused the downfall. I'm just saying it's superstitious.
I know. I'm just trying to map out what happened here.
Yeah, so she took it. We started doing bad, and then Kevin Long told his wife to bring it back, brought it back, and we
did she restore it to life?
Yeah, it looked good. Looked fine in the video.
Was it like a bamboo's it'd be a big plant too, wasn't it?
No, it's not. Well, at least the one I saw was about maybe big. You can probably trim it.
Yeah, true. Okay, interesting superstition.
Yeah. Just wanted to put that out there. Ohtani had his first start this week.
Pitching, right?
Yeah. He pitched 1 inning, 2 hits, 1 run. Might not,
that's not great.
Maybe he's not as good as we thought he was.
First game back.
Now you got to start right away.
Yeah. No rust.
Is it more rust, or is it the demons in his mind when he knows he threw his friend under the bus for gambling?
I mean, hasn't stopped him from hitting well, has it?
You gotta hit the demon.
He just I think he's gonna turn the pitcher around.
Yeah, I think he'll be fine.
Yeah, but first game I kind of you don't pitch for that long.
I was surprised it was only 1 inning though. I thought they were gonna let him go at least 3.
I mean, he wasn't doing good. So
good point.
No need to just destroy his confidence off the rip.
Good point. And then we also have a trade. Red Sox trade Rafael Devers to the San Francisco Giants for left-handed pitcher Kyle Harrison, right-hander Jordan Hicks, and outfield prospect James Tibbs, and apparently another prospect that I don't know if it's just to be named later or what.
Okay.
But he's was top of the AL in All-Star voting. I think he now has to forfeit his All-Star candidacy because he switched conferences.
Yeah.
And he's been batting real good, and the people they got back, both pitchers have above 4 ERAs.
Okay.
So it's kind of surprising.
I saw this is gonna be a lazy update because I don't know the name, but there were rumors that the Phillies and Rangers were in talks of a trade for Phillies acquiring a right-handed pitcher from the Rangers. I don't know who it was, but it was this is again. This should have looked into this a little bit more, but I literally had my partner at work say it up to me like, "Oh, Phillies and Rangers possibly making a trade for a right-hand pitcher." Just store that in, like, "Oh, bring that up later." And, like, no other detail I know whatsoever. So take that with you. Well, if this comes out before we make a clip and it actually happened, then we can use this. But
all right, I gotta look this up now because
disregard.
Phillies announced on Twitter that on June 18th they had completed a trade with Texas Rangers in the deal. That's it. Sweet.
They're acquiring a right-handed
Nolan Hoffman.
Pitch. Okay, boom. So it actually already happened.
Yeah.
When? 18th?
That said 4 hours ago. Let me look at the.
Oh, look at me.
There you go. Breaking news.
Breaking news.
How did I not see that?
Nolan Hoffman. Phillies acquiring pitcher Nolan Hoffman, right-handed pitcher from the Rangers. It's not even on their Twitter.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
Phillies acquired right-handed pitcher Nolan Hoffman from the Texas Rangers in exchange for cash considerations. Nice. We only have to just send cash.
Fuck yeah. I don't even notice that cash missing.
He's optioned to AAA Lehigh Valley. So I don't know actually how good he is if he's just going right to minors.
Yeah.
Unless it was just for the time being. I don't know.
We'll see. Any other MLB news?
No, just that trade's weird. I mean, they traded away big prospect Mookie Betts, or not even a prospect, just a star player a couple years ago. It's just, I don't know. I know they're not playing well right now, and he refused to play first base, which apparently he's told the Giants he'll play first base, but he doesn't want to do like first base, third base, DH. Like he wants to just stay in one spot, which I kind of get.
Yeah, absolutely, that makes sense. So good for him. He's getting what he wants then.
Yeah. And the Red Sox are just gonna push hope further down the line.
Mm-hmm. What's going on with our worst team in MLB history?
I know they've won 2 games.
Are they still on pace though?
I gotta imagine so. They're still really bad. I think they have like 5 wins now.
Colorado Rockies, correct?
Yes. They are 15-57. So better. That's still extremely bad.
Still atrocious.
Let me see what the White Sox was last year, because I know that is on record for the worst season, which would be kind of crazy to get the 2 worst back-to-back years.
Yeah. Well, you guys getting a lot of attention.
It was 253, so yeah, it would be the worst.
Okay, good.
They're on pace.
They're on pace to be the worst. Go Colorado.
Yeah. Go Rockies.
Go Rockies.
I did see a Sentinel tweet. Well, it was talking basketball. Basketball, which is the Sentinel version for baseball.
Okay.
And it was like a quote. It was like the Rockies interim manager being like, we've won 2 games with a lot of season left. Don't let us get hot.
Didn't we say the one week where like they tweeted that now we're beating Scotty Scheffler in wins?
Yep.
Look, check us out now. We're beating Scheffler. Like, all right, dude. Yeah, he played 12 games in this too.
Yeah. Which, if we want to move to golf real quick, JJ Spawn has won the U.S. Open.
Yeah, should have had that down. Absolutely.
I mean, it kind of felt bad for Sam Burns at the end where he just had to hit out of like a puddle, pure puddle. Which I mean, not much you can do, but you hit it into the fairway and you get punished for it. Kind of sucks.
I saw the course destroyed everybody. Really, like nobody played well.
The U.S. Open is historically a bad. Well, not bad, but like they just try and make them as hard as possible.
That's like the notorious like the rough is like on like the ball just completely vanishes and
and it's gone. And then the greens are just
fast,
super fast.
Yeah, I think I could do it. Yeah, I could play there. We'll talk about the giveaway and everything, but should we bring up that we're trying to do golf content?
Yeah, we're gonna try and do weekly golf.
Yeah, and as much as Holly just got her new clubs for her birthday, would love to play, she's on filming duty. So when we do go golfing, we will try to get some. I thought of this too. I don't know if I may have seen people do this, but it for how much better at golf you are than me, we could do alternate ball. So I play your shot, then you play mine, and we just back and forth. Not for the entire not the entire 9 holes. Do like 3 holes of it, but just like. There's like the video is not going to be a competition at all. This is the only way we can make like a good video that we both.
Well, there's different games we can play that doesn't really incorporate. We could also, could give you strokes.
Yeah,
there's different things we can do.
But I mean, on a 3-hole game, I think it'd be exciting just to keep me alive.
It would be fun to just do something different.
Yeah, so keep an eye out for that. We're trying to narrow down like a day that we can get the course. Well, obviously not a whole day, but like a time slot that we could play. On a weekly basis, so we're working on it. NBA?
Yeah, NBA. Well, I guess we'll go through the finals real quick first. Thunder up 3-2.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think we talked about Game 4. Next Game 4 was Friday. That was close game for a while. Then the Pacers pushed out. We're in the lead for a good bit. And I thought they had the game for sure down, and then the Thunder came back and did something they probably haven't had to do a lot this season, being the fact they killed teams the whole way.
Yeah.
So it was kind of good for them to get a come from behind win.
Did the Pacers like crumble? I feel like there was a lot of like bad turnovers late in the game.
Yeah, some of it was. Yeah.
But so Thunder up 3-2 right now.
Yeah. Halliburton has a little injury with his ankle.
Yeah,
so
I did
it
hear
doesn't
that.
help. He had 0 points in the first half of Game 5. Didn't really play well or much in the second half.
He did that on another game that I was watching where like I had him for points. I don't know if it was game 2 or 3, but like he got I think 5 points going into the fourth quarter and then got like 12 or 14 in the fourth quarter. And like I was like, dude, all game I'm watching like, dude, why are you not shooting the ball? I mean, almost
ball.
every other leg my parlay didn't hit. I looked at the previous game and I was like, all right, do this, this, and this, and everything just. If I had a guy scoring points, he was crushing rebounds. If I'm getting rebounds, he just was not going under the basket. It was a rough parlay, but it was a steep one.
Yeah, it's tough. So we do have a trade. Desmond Bain traded to the Orlando Magic for 4 first-round picks, a pick swap, KCP and Cole Anthony. So they got more for Desmond Bain than the Mavericks got for Luka.
We're just gonna do this with every trade going forward now. It's just sad, honestly. It's sad.
It's a lot to spend for Desmond Bain.
I thought so too.
He's a good player, but
he's not that.
He's like a third best player on a team.
Yeah, absolutely. We can't even compare it to the Mavericks one because it's just doesn't. It's not a trade. It's just a charity.
Granted, I think the Knicks spent 4 or 5 first-round picks for Mikal Bridges too.
Yeah. Really?
It was a lot.
Yeah, he's a solid, gritty player, but that is a shit ton of picks.
Yeah. KD announced, or I guess it got announced, his top 3 targets are the Spurs, the Heat, and the Rockets. Spurs are his top. I don't know if he's looking for warm weather or if he's looking for tax evasion.
Yeah. I wouldn't
You get that in Florida and Texas. So I don't know which one is the.
Did we say this last week? Because I remember talking about him and Wemby together would be the lankiest duo in the league.
Yeah. Yep.
It'd be crazy. Really funny to watch, honestly.
Which I've just seen updates of Wemby just playing with a bunch of monks in China or whatever.
It's weird as shit.
And then the Buss family agrees to sell majority ownership of the Lakers to Mark Walter for $10 billion.
$10 billion.
Just absurd. At the same time, if I had that much money, I would probably buy a team just so I could, play fantasy football manager, but in real life. But at the same time, when you're you could just have $10 billion, it's would be hard to say no to.
I mean, how much money would you need to have to spend $10 billion on a basketball team?
$11 billion?
That's crazy to me. You'd spend like 90%
I'd
of your
still have $1 billion.
No, that dude. That's crazy.
And you're still making money, basically.
Yeah, but if you just don't buy the Lakers, you can buy another team that's not $10 billion.
Oh, well, yeah, no, I would.
Okay, yeah.
But
I was saying, how much
every day does a team come for sale.
My question was, how much money would you have to spend $10 billion on the Lakers? And you said $11 billion.
Yeah, because I'd still have $1 billion.
That's insane. You're spending like over 90% of your overall wealth.
All right, maybe $12 billion.
I would need.
I wouldn't need.
I would need almost double it, I think. If not. I mean,
it'd probably be smart. I'm just saying.
Yeah, true. But I get your argument too. The fact that you're still not going to run out of money.
Yeah, no.
I don't know. Does it cost money to own a team outside of buying the team initially?
Well, yeah, you got to pay the salaries.
True. You're going to run out of money fast.
No, you make money, and the teams still make money.
Yeah, if they do good, right? If they don't do good, I don't think they make that much money.
What? It's the Lakers. They're going to make money.
Not with your
See
ownership.
their ticket prices?
Not with your ownership.
I would be a great owner.
You got to be good at it.
Played a football owner simulator in high school.
Yeah, that's not bad
for school. Yeah, but it's you had the price out the concession stands. You had to pick them out of security guards and where they were. It was detailed.
No concession stand worker is going to be complaining under your watch. That is a fact.
Well, they might be because I might be underpaying them.
No, I'm not saying I treated them well. I just paid them.
Just saying they went where they were supposed to go.
Okay. Is that NBA?
Yeah, it's NBA talk.
All right. Now for the league that has finished their playoffs, Florida Panthers are the Stanley Cup back-to-back winners. Yep. I looked it up and was curious how often people go back-to-back because I thought it doesn't happen often in a lot of the other leagues. Maybe NHL's similar. Happens a lot. Happens quite a bit. Also happened about 2 or 3 years ago.
It was a Tampa Bay Lightning.
Tampa Bay Lightning. This is actually a fun fact. The last 5 years of Stanley Cups, 4 of them have been Florida teams. It was Tampa Bay back-to-back,
yep.
Colorado, and now Florida back-to-back.
Look at that, Florida.
Florida.
NHL hotbed.
Yeah. 19 teams have gone back-to-back in the history of the championship in the NHL, one of which was 4 in a row. And that was the 1976 Montreal Canadiens. Went 76, 77, 78, and 79.
Yeah, the Canadiens were great then.
They were disgusting. But still, 4 championships in a row is absolutely insane.
Imagine being the Bills going to 4 and not winning 1.
Yeah, that would be the case, which would be very depressing for a fan base. But, yeah, the Flyers are one of the teams who went back-to-back. I don't have the year for that, but, yeah.
I think it was in the 60s.
I was just blown away. I did not think it would be 19 times this has happened.
Might have been 75 and 76.
So, back to the most recent Stanley Cup. Didn't seem like the Oilers deserved to be there.
No, I mean, obviously they won the first game. They took the second game to OT. Last night's was 5-1.
The Oilers won 2 games. Both were in overtime. Florida won another game in overtime. The other 3 Florida wins were 6-1, 5-2, and 5-1.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like it was.
They were a slaughterfest. Another fun fact, or not fun fact, but argument to why the Oilers shouldn't have been there is the Maple Leafs took the Florida Panthers to 7, and didn't look like the Oilers stood a chance in taking them to 7.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, their goalie just started to kind of.
Their
goalies started to shit the bed.
Yeah, and Bob played out of his mind.
Which,
depressing.
We had him.
Yeah, we had him. And
2-time Stanley Cup winner, 2-time Vezina winner.
Mm-hmm.
Like a 9 over.
I think is he a 3-time? I feel like no, because we sent him to Florida.
Yeah.
Never mind. That's the sad part of it. We're looking past that. We're being happy for Florida. Obviously, it's an achievement. Crazy.
One thing it does suck is the one person I would have liked to see get a Stanley Cup is Giroux, and I think they start winning right after he leaves.
Yeah, I believe you're right. I don't think they won with him, which sucks. Yeah, because obviously he was a star of the Flyers for so long and never got the big one with us. Would have liked to see him win.
I forget where he is now. I know he's in these playoffs. I saw him playing.
Wasn't Dallas? I don't know. I actually don't. I can't think of that right now. But I remember seeing him. His wins were 6-1. Oilers made us. Congratulations to the Panthers. That was one of my teams. So
yep, congratulations.
USA with a big win. Canada still since
1973.
Is it 63 or 73? I think it might be 63. Last time Canada won a Stanley Cup. Crazy drought considering when you look at hockey, you think of Canada.
Yeah,
and
the Dallas Cowboys NFC Championship drought is getting close.
Yeah,
30 years away, or maybe 40 years away,
but
it's getting up there.
They were so close to having 2 Canadian teams in the Stanley Cup and a shoo-in to win, and instead it was the same exact matchup as the year before, and once again you couldn't do it.
We got to get them in the Olympics now.
Yeah, that would be. Dude, so depressing for Canada. I mean, like, you're the one thing that you love more than anything else is NHL hockey, and you guys haven't won a championship in that long. It sucks. Sucks for them. Sucks to be you guys, not Americans. We just took your sport.
USA.
We're not giving it back. So yeah,
it's ours now.
That's ours now. That wraps the NHL season, honestly.
Right. So this week, instead of doing a usual draft, we're gonna do our top 11 current Philadelphia sports athletes. So there's a sports radio show in Philly, WIP. They've been doing these, past week, and I frankly think some of their lists are terrible. Trash. So I kind of wanted us both make our own lists. Haven't seen them yet, and then maybe react to the other lists afterwards.
Yeah, just go pick for pick.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this isn't a draft. We're not taking picks from each other.
No, we can still use each other's picks on this. So just comparing the order. Yep. I think 1-1 is 1-1. Do you not?
Saquon Barkley?
Saquon Barkley is the first pick overall. Yep. Number 2?
Did go to a different team.
So did I.
Tyrese Maxey?
You did not.
I did.
You did not do Tyrese Maxey with the second pick.
I did.
Harper. I have Bryce Harper as number 2.
I think part of my list is, athlete. I consider an athlete someone that can, play multiple sports, is physically athletic. So
I didn't do it that way.
Yeah,
I looked at it as who is the dominant. If you're dominant in your position, that's kind of like how I looked at it. Is like who's the best value
that's fair.
of their position.
That's fair. I'm not necessarily going that way.
Okay, so you're just saying who's the best overall athlete.
Yeah, I mean that's part of it is like position, but I did factor in like. I was just gonna say now, Kyle Schwarber's not on my list because I don't think he's athletic.
See, I don't have Maxey on my list.
It's fine.
That's fine. Yeah, to each their own. All right, who's your number 3?
Jalen Hurts.
Lane Johnson.
That's fair.
Lane Johnson, surefire Hall of Famer at the position.
Yep.
Best tackle right tackle in the NFL right now. All right, C1 J Hurts 3.
Yep.
All right, my number 4, Zach Wheeler.
Quinyon Mitchell.
Oh God, we did not do this the same way at all. Okay, Quinyon also. It was. To your defense, I have Tyrese and Quinyon were just out of the cut, so
that's fine.
They were there somewhere. They're in consideration. All right, 5.
Bryce Harper.
There's your Bryce Harper. I have Jalen Carter at 5.
Yep.
Which I am shocked at the way you're playing this. He's not in the 10.
No.
I don't know what you're doing with this list, dude.
Just doing my own
shit.
thing.
Okay. That is. I cannot believe your list already. You have Quinyon in that list and not Jalen Carter?
Yes.
Ugh. Okay. Number 6.
I think he's more athletic than Jalen Carter. I don't know what to tell you.
That's insane. Okay. Number 6.
Just I had to throw one flyer in there. It's Matvey Michkov.
Okay. He's on mine.
He's on mine. To throw one flyer in there. Couldn't leave him out.
I got AJ Brown at 6.
Okay.
I'm surprised he's not like that.
He's on. He's
okay,
on
that's a freak athlete.
He's
right
on
there.
here.
Okay. All right. My number 7 is Joel.
I have Jordan Mailata. Joel not touching this. You have to play the sport to be considered.
When he plays the sport, he's an absolute force in it.
This is true, but he's not currently playing the sport.
That's fine. I mean, no one in the NBA is currently playing the sport.
Well, I mean, like he didn't play this season. Like,
okay,
if someone was out this whole season, I don't know if I'd consider them in this list. Kind of going based off like the last season.
Okay, all right, fair enough. Number 8,
AJ Brown.
I have Jordan Mailata at number 8.
Okay, so we're
close. We're close. Yeah, we're close in that. Number 9 is where I have Jalen Hurts.
I have Cooper DeJean.
Okay, all right. 10, Matvey Michkov.
Zach Wheeler.
Again, we did this differently. That's the only thing that we have to keep reminding ourselves here. Because as far as player value, Zach Wheeler is not number 10. But as far as
if we went player value, it would be a much different list for me.
I thought this was who's the most valuable players in Philadelphia.
Oh no, I took it as just.
And number 11, I have Schwarber, which you're not going to have on the list.
Nope.
Okay. See, I got to see what you initially proposed to me.
I just said top 11 athletes.
Top 11 athletes. I guess you can take that both ways.
I'm not saying the way you took it is necessarily wrong.
Yeah.
It's just different than what I did.
I know, but I was hoping our list would be somewhat close to each other.
Oh, it started out close.
It started off not even... after Saquon, it was not close at all. When it came to most valuable players, in my mind...
Oh, I would have went, then Bryce Harper.
Definitely not Tyrese Maxey, number 2.
No. Tyrese Maxey probably still would have made the list, but
he was very close for me, but... I don't
Other honorable mentions, I have Devontae Smith, Jacoby Dean.
Landon Dickerson.
Yeah, I have TK just because he's quick.
Yeah, TK's good.
Bryson Stott and Johan Rojas. And that was really the Johan Rojas thing was like he's just super athletic, but he wasn't good enough of a player.
I would have lost my shit if you put Johan Rojas on this list.
Great athlete, but not a value. So that's like mine was a little bit of a mix. Yeah, you needed to be athletic to be in there.
Dude, if you went Saquon Barkley, Johan Rojas, I would have fucking lost it. Oh, that would have been fucking ridiculous. Okay, so I did my top 11 most valuable players in Philadelphia, which I guess both of us kind of just went different routes, but you did the most athletic people.
Yes. Well, mix of athletic people and valuable people. Like it's like, you kind of have to. I was grading it and combining the two basically.
All right, so that's my 11. Who was your 11th pick?
Trey Turner.
Trey Turner. Okay. All right.
Like I said, honorable mentions. We already went through those.
My honorable mentions were Tyrese, Quinyon, and Landon Dickerson.
Yeah. I had Jalen Carter in there too, but that's because I didn't include him in my list.
He still is a freak athlete.
He was one. It was more. I was getting to the bottom, and I was realizing I had a ton of Eagles, and I wanted to throw two more baseballs in there.
Yeah, I had a lot.
That was more my because otherwise my team would have been mainly the Eagles. Well, but it's also because I mean, no offense, baseball players. I feel like most of you guys aren't athletic.
Yeah, I mean, I agree.
Compared to the other sports, at least. I mean,
what do you think's the most athletic sport?
Probably hockey or basketball or football.
I would say
That's
hockey.
3 different ones, but yeah.
Sure, it's not baseball.
No.
I would say it's hockey. So if I was going to do pure athletes, Michkov and TK should be on there. I don't even know. Drysdale or Owen Tippett. He's a skillful freak with a stick.
Doing this list, I did find out that TK is in the top, I think, 20% of skate speed, and Drysdale's in the top 5% of skate speed in the NHL.
Really?
Yeah, I was looking because that was part of my. I was like,
part of your research is speed, strength, and
stamina. That means you're athletic if you're kind of not for sure, but you got to be quick.
Yeah. All right, so that is our top 11 Philly athletes. Yeah, top 11 Philly athletes. Before we close out here,
what do you want to just go through and I'll just give you some of these lists. So Ike Reese's.
Oh wait, I'm sorry. Yeah, you want to talk about
This one's not that bad. Zaquan, Eagles offensive line. Zach Wheeler.
Oh, that's fucked up.
Yeah, the Spike also just did the Eagles offensive line, or he did Lane Johnson and then just did Eagles offensive line.
Okay.
Zach Wheeler, Jalen Hurts, Jalen Carter, Zach Bond, Kyle Schwarber, Bryce Harper, AJ Brown, Devontae Smith, Cooper DeJean.
That's pretty close to mine.
That one's not bad.
Okay, that makes you feel better that he has Wheeler that high.
Some people have Ranger Suarez in there. That's
a little ridiculous. In what demographic?
Yeah, it's just not. That was Joe DeCamera had him at 11. Otherwise, his is kind of similar.
Okay. Saquon, Wheeler. Okay, so I feel better about Wheeler.
AJ, Schwarber, Lane. They're having a lot of discourse over. Some people were mad that Jalen Hurts was that high.
Well, I saw somebody didn't have him in like the top 15 or something like that.
Oh yeah, which I remember Joe DeCamera.
Yeah,
he'd be like 15 to 20 for me, which is just ridiculous.
Yeah, that's what I saw, 15 to 20. That is crazy.
And some people were just still like, because even like Joe Giglio or whatever his name is just still being like, Jalen Hurts actually have a good season last year. So he won the Super Bowl. I think he did.
Yeah, let's think about it. All right, so I mean, I was pretty close, honestly, looking at my list too. I don't think anybody had Mitch Cobb in there, did they?
No, I don't think there's not a single fly represented. No. Some of the city forgets we have an NHL team.
Yeah,
we don't.
Yeah.
Flyer supporters over here.
It is close to our 2-year reunion with the show. Very excited. Very different from how we started. We are now in person, not on Zoom. We did lose a member. Rest in peace, Trevor. Not dead, but just forgotten. As a little bit of a celebration, we figured we would do a giveaway. So if you are following us on TikTok and Instagram, and you comment on either one of the reels on either TikTok or Instagram, tagging a friend, then you will be in the running to win a Philly team jersey of your choosing. It could be any of the 4 teams, any player. And if you are not in the Philadelphia area and still want to participate and don't want a Philadelphia team jersey, because why would you, other than they're all great, we are also offering, you want to say like $80 gift card to Rally House, just something that works out.
Get a jersey for whatever city you are, but if you're in Dallas, you don't get one.
That's true. Yeah, if you have to let us know what team you support.
It could be the Stars, but we'll buy you a Stars jersey. I'm not buying you a Cowboys jersey.
That's right. Follow us on TikTok and Instagram. Comment tagging a friend, and you will be in the running for a Philadelphia jersey or an $80 gift card to Rally House.
You got to like that post too.
Yes.
You said that. You got to like the post and comment.
Like the post and comment a friend. Sorry. Should I just run that back? So if you are following us on TikTok and Instagram, you like the post, either one of them, and you comment tagging a friend, then you will be in the running to win a Philadelphia team jersey, any team, any player, or an $80 gift card to Rally House if you don't support Philly teams.
Do we use the wheel and pick the winner that way next week? Just show everyone right on camera. We don't have to. I'm just saying.
No, I was gonna say, we could do it on a live thing. That would be fun, just so they see it's not rigged at all.
Oh, I didn't mean live. I meant live, like the wheel on that.
Right, but they would still see that.
Oh yeah, they would see. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I meant. But yeah, we'll figure out how we're gonna show you. We will show you. Either we could do that. We might, depending on how many people do it, could just draw names out of a hat. But that could be, I don't know. We'll see. We'll put it together. But anyway, thank you guys. Oh wait, no, we should talk about what show we're doing.
Oh yeah, so you guys gave some good info, some good shows. However, I think the main point was to pick something that's currently showing,
right? Or something that we could catch up to before the new season came out. Yeah. So we wanted something that we could do live updates for.
Yeah, because I don't otherwise there was a few shows that we could have went to and just did like Sopranos or
right
Succession.
So the 2 winners of the poll were Lioness and Traders. Lioness is not confirmed to have a new season, so that kind of got in the wash. Traders has season 4 coming out, I think it was in early 2026. So that's still up for grabs when the show we are going with is done. But
yeah, I mean these still might be watched in the future, which so it wasn't like we got good shows for later on.
Yeah.
But right now we're gonna go a different direction. And so thanks for the help, but
yes,
no thanks.
Yes, thank you for the comments, but we will be going with Apple TV's show Click, or is it
Stick.
Clicky?
It's Stick.
Stick. Apple TV. So I'll just run it back.
We're watching the Adam Sandler movie Click and only talking about
We'll do week-to-week updates on how much we like the Adam Sandler movie Click. We will be going with Apple TV's show Stick. I almost said Click again. Owen Wilson is a golf instructor. So
former golf pro, down on his luck. He's getting resurgence by training or teaching a young stud, young prodigy.
Yeah. Episode 6 is coming out next Wednesday. So we will be doing 3-episode breakdowns. So next week we will have episodes 1 through 3 to break down. The following week we'll have episodes 4 through 6, and then after that we can give you.
I guess we probably do 7 and 8, and then 9 and 10. Different, like. So I think the week after we probably have, unless we just didn't go over the Wednesday episode that we film on.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
But either way, next week episodes 1 through 3. So if you want to go along, watch episodes 1 through 3.
Yes, and we will be giving updates and breakdowns, and we are very excited. It looks really good. Owen Wilson, wow, very excited to see him again. So that's all. Yeah, go ahead.
See you later.
I'll let you have this one. So take it away.
Bye-bye.
See you later. Thanks for watching.